Welcome back, everyone. It's time to start episode 3, and we're going to begin by going to Flame Mammoth's Fiery Factory. Let's go. I always pressed the wrong button. Flame Mammoth. He actually kind of looks like a rabbit with a trunk. I mean, just by the ears. I mean, I know elephant ears are large, but they're kind of pointy. I think that just throws off the entire illusion. Alright, let's begin. Now, I know I said Fiery Factory, but you're probably looking at this and saying, this isn't fiery, this is icy. Well, the reason for that is that I'm pretty sure this is the only Mega Man X game in which, depending on what stages you complete before other stages, it changes something. So, for example, in this stage, because I beat Chill Penguin before this, all the lava is frozen. And because we beat Storm Eagle's stage earlier, that's going to change something about Spark Mandrill's stage, and I'll point that out when we get there. So just continue along the conveyor belts or along the ice if you were lucky enough to do that. Alright, now this stuff up here, those blocks up there, that leads to our next capsule, and I usually fail on the first try this, so I'm about to do something. Don't try this at home. Okay, I just quick saved the game. Don't do that. It's cheating, but I'm doing it just so that if I fail, I don't have to come back to the stage later, because that's a pain. So let's get it. Get it. Ah! Don't do this, okay? This is a bad idea. No. Game. You are an evil game. There. See? You really shouldn't do that, but I'm doing it, so who am I to say anything? This capsule contains a part which will increase the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. He's a little bit vague on what that means, but I'll show you in just a second. And shiny arms. And it will show it off for us. So not only can we charge up to yellow like usual, but now we can charge up to pink, which releases a wave of pink explosions. So what he meant by the firing all different types of weapons is that if we switch to the Robot Master, the Maverick weapons, I'm so used to the classic Mega Man terms. Anyways, so we'll start with the Storm Tornado, for instance. This is a normal Storm Tornado, but if you hold down the fire buttons, that charges up to pink and release it. We get that Vertical Tornado of Doom and Destruction. And this is the Shotgun Ice, and if we charge that up to pink, it makes this Chill Penguin-shaped sled, which will then start sliding and destroying stuff in its way. I don't really like that upgrade. It's kind of useless, but, you know, it's there. It's kind of fun in case you need to get somewhere quickly. Alright, now continue along, kill the pickaxe-throwing robots. These guys are pretty annoying, because they can throw their pickaxes pretty much everywhere. Alright, now if we dash along this icy section down here, we get to a heart tank. Now, if you didn't beat Chill Penguin before this, which is stupid, why wouldn't you beat Chill Penguin? But if you didn't, then this will all be lava, obviously. You can, if you have full health, you can dash along it and still get the heart container, the heart tank, even though it's lava, you just take damage doing it. So it is doable, just, you know, fair warning if you decide to go crazy and try and do that. And these pickaxe robots are real annoying. Stop that. Okay, here's a Met. Mets are slightly less annoying. Here's another one. Don't be annoying. Thank you. Okay, you hear that sound that happens every once in a while when I get a health up? That means that it's going into my sub-tanks. So if you hear the slightly higher filling noise, that means it's going into your sub-tank. That only happens when you have full health. So yeah. And here we have another sub-tank. So just go up to the top level and then dash along, dash jump off the edge and land on the wall, and then you'll get that. See that sound? That means it's going into my heart tank. And that one. So continue climbing up the walls and dodging pickaxes. Let's climb up this one. Kill the robots, dodge the mashers. Pretty sure the mashers instant kill you. I forgot to mention this earlier, but that robot head, that thing that I just destroyed, we'll actually be seeing those later. I'll point those out when we do. But they're actually being manufactured for a specific purpose, and you'll see why. Or destroyed, I guess. They're not really manufacturing them. Alright, this guy is sort of like an extremely upgraded Sniper Joe from the classic series. They'll throw their maces at you, and they're completely invulnerable behind their shield, so you have to wait for them to throw the mace so that they're vulnerable, and then attack them, and this guy didn't die the first time. You annoying person. And here we are at the boss door. That was easy, but I'm still low on health. Alright, I'm going to switch to the Storm Tornado, which is Flame Mammoth's weakness. Now, his battle is a little bit unique in that A, it takes place on a conveyor belt, and B, the screen is really large. Here he is, Big Ugly himself. So he has a couple of attacks, that one technically counts. When he lands on the ground, if you're standing on the ground when he hits it, it'll stun you and you'll fall down. He also throws oil, which you saw there. If he manages... See, I fell over. If he manages to light the oil on fire, it will catch on fire and you have a flaming thing running along the edge. When he trumpets like he's done, that means he's switching the direction of the conveyor belt. So, Wimp's guide to fighting Flame Mammoth is just pull out your Storm Tornado, charge it up, hide in the corner, wait for him to get close, and then fire. And do this over and over until he dies. If you dodge correctly, which is kind of hard to do, because sometimes he jumps high and sometimes he doesn't, it's a pretty good strategy. However, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way because I'm less likely to take damage. By the way, you just slow down in the oil, I think. Yeah, you don't, like, stick in it or anything evil. Bad. You're supposed to die. Why won't you die? Is he jumping? He's jumping! Ow! Oh my gosh, I might actually die against Flame Mammoth. Die! No! Yes! Oh, wow. I never die against Flame Mammoth. Wow. That was really close. Huzzah! We beat Flame Mammoth, and he's going to run to the center of the screen. Way to go. Paching! And we teleport away. Weapon get screen. You get Fire Wave, and he turns orange. Yay, orange. And we get this flamethrower. It slowly consumes your weapon energy as you fire it, so fair warning. Password, if you need a password. Alright, so now that we have the Fire Wave, I'm going to go back to Chill Penguin stage to get a little special surprise. And kill more laser rabbits. Laser rabbits! Ah! That guy actually hit me that time. How surprising. Alright. No! The bee hit me again. Every time. I guess it's just not my luck. Bad luck. Die, lumberjack dude. Stop spinning in circles. Merry-go-round or something? Ow. Laser rabbits. Okay, we're just gonna run away as fast as we can. Now, I misspoke earlier. These guys aren't actually called the Tauntauns. They're called Baton Bones. Or Baton Bones. I don't know how you pronounce that. Because they look like skulls, so they're not exactly Batauntauns. And by earlier, I mean episode 2. Alright, now that we have the dash, it's easier to make these jumps because you can dash jump off a wall, which is easier than trying to jump all the way from the ground to it with just a normal jump, which is actually harder than you'd think. Alright, climb the wall, jump off, no more capsule, because obviously we got it already. More razor blade peacocks. Whoa! That was pretty cool. Okay, you heard that really high sound? That means I completely filled up my sub-tank, so... Now it's completely full, which means it will give us a full carton of energy. That guy just keeps going down. Full carton of energy when we use it. Continue along, get in the right armor. Come here, right. There it is. And in! Destroy the dragonfly spawning ground. Jump up and out. Alright, now switch to the fire wave and destroy this. And there's our heart tank. And that was easy. You know what? I'm gonna destroy this one over here. Die! Hey, look, weapon energy. That's handy. Don't really need that. If you go into the pause screen, and press start on the escape U. It's escape unit. We can exit a stage. New password. Alright, now we are going to move on to Spark Mandrill. Because we can finally do that. Well, we could do it earlier, but it's... never mind. We're doing Spark Mandrill. Spark Mandrill! I have no comments about him. I guess. Alright, do you see this purple and green stuff lying on the ground? That's pieces of the ship that we fought Storm Eagle on. Yeah, so that's one of the differences that I was talking about earlier. There's another one, which I'm about to show you. It's like right here. Yeah, the lights are turning on and off, or flickering, and that happens once you beat Storm Eagle stage. That sort of like cuts the power to this place or something. Now, if we hadn't beaten Storm Eagle before, A, the ship parts wouldn't be there, and B, there'd be like sparks running along these pipes that we're running on. Okay, that in there, that's another sub-tank, and we can't get that until we get Boomer Kawanger's weapon, so I'll be coming back after we get that. So just dash back to where we were. There's a wall there. Climb the ladder. Climb the other ladder. No. The other missiles are indestructible. Okay, I think there's another one over here. Yep. And the lights are still flickering. Those things will hurt you if you touch them. The light doesn't really help because you can see okay when the lights turn on. Oh, no! I was gonna dodge that one. I always hit that one, even though I know it's there. That one's up high, so don't jump too high because you'll hit it. There! I actually dodged that one. I usually hit that one too. And the lights come back on. Yay. Destroy the Sawblade peacocks. Or whatever they are. They're not peacocks, they're ostriches. Alright, this guy's kind of annoying. The blue goo will make you stick. And if the power wasn't out, then that little sparky thing he did a second ago would shoot a lightning bolt. And it would hurt us. But because we cut the power, it does essentially nothing. Well, actually, if you jump up right next to it when it sparks, it does damage. But other than that... Ow! No, 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 no! No! Bad! Just die! Die already! Nah. No! 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 Die! Why won't you die? Thank you. Will you give me some health or something, please? Yay! Health. Even if it's a tiny bit. Every little bit counts. Alright, continue moving. I think the power starts to... Yep, power's gonna flicker again. Why you flicker at us, power? And kill the turrets. You might recognize these turrets from Storm Eagle stage. There was one on the platform that I rode up to get to the sub-tank. They are kind of annoying. Plus they have kind of a lot of health, so... they take a little bit to blow up. Yay, health! I really hope I have a decent amount of health going into Spark Mandrill's battle. I mean, he's easy, but, you know, anything can happen. Oh, wow, the wheel rotor right here just disappeared. If you go back a couple of seconds, you'll see there was one guy, like, right here. Go ahead, go look. I'm going to assume you looked. That must have been a glitch. That must have been. Okay, these turtle dudes are kind of annoying. They launch little parachute missiles out of their shells. And don't kill me. Look at me, I'm panting heavily. Alright, well this might help a little. Here's a heart tank. We gotta precisely time a dash jump off the wall so you can wall jump up that little tiny ledge. It's a little hard to pull off. Yay, 4 more bars of health. That's gonna help a lot. Okay, destroy the wheel rotor. I think that's what they're called. I don't know what anything's called in this game, except for the bat and bones. Even then I was wrong. Okay, that guy was easy. Did he respawn? No. Okay, these guys don't really respawn after you kill them, which is pretty good. Actually, if you, like, walk so that they're out of the screen, I don't know how far away you can go before this happens, but their health stays... Ow! Their health stays pretty much the same. Okay, I'm gonna use my sub-tank here. There. Little tiny bit of health. That'll prevent me from acting stupid with the fly light thingies. I don't like those things. Okay. Ah! No. Don't kill me! Everything wants to kill me and I didn't even do anything! Why you kill me? Okay. Going into Sparkly Angel's boss battle with low health. Not fun. So we're gonna switch to the... what's it? The shotgun ice. Look at me, I'm still tired. Alright. So I wouldn't suggest using the charge shot, because this battle's much easier if you just use a normal shot. Okay, he's gone. And then he's there! That makes no sense. He's gone and then he's there. Alright, so... fire. Okay. Wait. Fire. Wait. Fire. Wait. Fire. Just keep doing this over and over. If you, hit him before he puts his arms down, though, it won't activate the freezing mechanic. Push over. That was easy. And 1,000,000 explosions! Capcom, why couldn't you have done this in the classic series? Victory! And... weapon get screen. You get electric spark! And it's all yellowy. And fires purple energy shots. I forgot to mention earlier, the Fire Wave's charge shot, it, like, drops a firebomb on the ground that then makes pillars of fire that move in front of you and destroy whatever's in front of you. And the charge shot of the electric spark makes, like, 2 sort of rods of electricity that shoot out from each side of Mega Man. So it's kind of like a all-reaching attack. So now that we have the electric spark, we're going to be going to Armored Armadillo's stage. However, I'm pretty sure I'm out of time at this point. So we'll be saving that for next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, you know, what everyone else says. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless.